Hello, my doll-loving friends. This is Annie from Annie's Playhouse, and I want to welcome you to a Day of the Dead celebration. Um, one of my friends on Instagram is having a birthday party, and she's having a Dia de Muertos themed party. I hope I did not really butcher the pronunciation of that. I'm always wanting to learn Spanish. I'm going to have to really make an effort one of these days to do that. But anyway, the Day of the Dead, in case you are not familiar, is a Mexican holiday. And it's really come into the spotlight these last few years because um, I don't know how many of you have seen some movies that were about the Day of the Dead or at least featured it. And one of them was Disney's Coco, which was great, great fun. I really enjoyed that little movie. And The Book of Life was a wonderful animated feature that actually my son worked on. I'm so proud of that. He's an animation lighting specialist, and he worked on the lighting of that movie. And it was amazing as a mom to see your son's name, on the credits. So it was like wonderful, wonderful fun. And also, it was featured in Spectre, the James Bond movie. So it's a multi-holiday in Mexico, and a time during which friends and family come together to celebrate and remember their loved ones who have passed on to the spirit world. So these beautiful it's just gorgeous artwork. These are actually the covers of boxes of Barbies that were created in honor of Dia de los Muertos. And here is the one from 2022. She was a gift to me by my son Tyler and his lovely wife Gigi and the kids. And look how gorgeous that doll is. I'm going to try to move her slowly toward the camera so you can see. I'm sorry, the lighting is really awful in my studio right now, but I promise I will correct it as soon as possible. My ring light is just having an issue right now, but we will try to fix that. And then this is the doll from last year, 2023. I am filming this video on October 30th. 2024. And look how gorgeous these dolls are. So what I wanted to do was feature these dolls in, let me see if I can make this a little bit better. I wanted to feature these dolls in an Instagram birthday photo for my friend. And I'm sorry, I know I shook the camera, but I just wanted to try to fix the light. I think that is better. So I looked up on Art Mexico, which is where I got all my information from, including my introduction that I just gave you. If you wanted to look up more information about the Day of the Dead, it's www.artmexico.co.uk. That's where I got this information from. But of course, there's lots of different sites that will talk about the Day of the Dead. So my idea, I wanted to feature these girls as sisters who are attending the celebration. And by the way, yes, it is a celebration because even though the theme is about people that have passed on. It's a wonderful, in Mexico, it's considered just a part of life, the circle of life. And it's just, more of a joyful celebration than a somber one. So what I want to do is create a Day of the Dead altar to stand these dolls in front of for my Instagram photos. So I'm going to remove these boxes, as beautiful as they are, and I'm going to replace them with what I intend to use for my altar. So these are some really cool sort of gothic shelves, I guess. The actually the back, this part, the where the squares are, was just like a neutral wood like this, and I painted it yesterday so that we would have a dark interior. And we're going to fill this with some lovely items to celebrate these the ancestors of these sisters. So I've written down some really cool things that should be included in the altar. And the first thing is a sturdy base. This was from, I believe it was from a wine, you can kind of see it here. It was from a wine crate of some sort, and I've held on to this for a couple of decades now. So I'm going to use that sort of as the, bottom of the altar. And the idea is to have different levels. It's a part of the, I guess, the tradition of creating these altars. And these altars are often draped with a very colorful cloth. So I have this wonderful napkin that, while it's not necessarily Mexican, it definitely is colorful and fits the bill that way. So I'm going to just wrap it around like this so that it fits really nicely. And I think often they also use some lace. So I have this hand crocheted little doily. I believe my grandmother made this. I'm actually Hungarian, so it's, doilies, though, are pretty universal, I believe. So this is going to be the base for the altar. And then I took some notes from the website on what should be included in the altar. So we've got the sturdy base, we've got the different levels, and then you need images of who the altar is dedicated to. So sometimes it honors only one person. Sometimes they honor, other people that have passed on from the family. So I made these little images, or framed dolls. I guess, well, they're, Tim Holtz calls them paper dolls. I'll show you what I used. I used these Jim Holtz ideology little figures. He calls them paper dolls. And they fit really nicely in these little frames that I already had. So hopefully they will fit really nicely in here. There we go. I hope this all holds up really well. And then here's another one. Okay. And then I also, sadly, this is a little child, but there's actually something about the tradition where I believe on October 31st, that's when the gates of the spirit world open up to allow the children through to visit their families. And then the adults, I believe, come on November 2nd. So the children are allowed to visit their families throughout the day on, I guess, All Saints Day, which is October 31. In my country, in Hungary, what we used to do is light candles. And it was very similar kind of holiday where you put candles in the windows so that your loved ones would find their way to your window, to your house. It's interesting, it wasn't ever really explained to me properly, but that's really, it's kind of interesting. Because here in America, we mostly, celebrate Halloween differently. We kids go trick-or-treating, and all of that. So it's just very different here and seems to be less spiritual. And then this little one is also from the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I happen to have this little frame from my scrapbooking days. So we can put this, whoops, that fell apart. Okay, that didn't work out. Let's see how I can fix it. I thought that glue would hold better than that. There we go. So we're going to put him over there. Okay, well, he's a little crooked, but that's okay. Okay, so we have that. And then the next item is candles and incense. So I don't really have incense for the dolls, but I do have some candles. White or purple seem to be the ideal candles to use. I think I'm going to try to put it by, I don't know if it fits. That would look really cute if it fit by the, by the people, I think that I'd like to put them by the side, but maybe it'll fit better here. There we go. All right. And then flowers is the next thing. So many cultures, use, well, they pay tribute to the dead with flowers. I mean, we normally do at funerals, bring wreaths and flowers. And, for this particular holiday, marigold is the flower most commonly used because of its bright colors and strong scent, and it's believed to aid the spirits on their journey. And by the way, also, so the candles represent, what they do, they're supposed to guide the spirit's path to its altar. And the incense, when that is burned, it purifies, the air from negative energy. Wish I could bring that a little bit closer, but I guess that's okay. Sometimes how you leave well enough alone. I just do really want that candle to show though, because I think it's be really cute. And then I also if you don't have little frames like this, because honestly I don't even remember where I got those from. I've had them literally for decades. There are other options like in scrapbooking areas of the stores. I thought this one was cool. And if these weren't going to work, I was going to use these. These are from Recollection, but these are sort of like framed images. And then here's another one that I've had for quite some time. So if you poke around in the scrapbooking section of your favorite craft store, you should be able to find little framed images that you can use. So basically what I'm doing, I have these aren't really marigolds, but the color is right. And I wanted to just decorate the section of the altar. So I'm putting a little poster putty on it. Hopefully it will actually hold. And I'm just putting a little poster putty on the stems and then finding a little spot to put them in. Okay. And hopefully this will work. I wish I had a lot more of these sort of orange flowers, but this is what I have on hand. I'm hoping this whole thing doesn't collapse on me, because that happens sometimes. Okay. I think these altars are just such a lovely tradition, the creation of these altars. Okay, I'm putting the white candle back. I think that shows up a little bit better. So I'm sorry if this is making crazy noise. I'm going to pull it out of there. It's just the cellophane on my poster putty. All right, and then I think I will put these like maybe up here. Oops, uh-oh. I was worried about that one. That's actually some kind of a brooch, which is kind of interesting. And it doesn't have a good enough surface to really cling onto the wood in the back. So it's got like this little pin on it, and I was hoping that that would hold, but I think maybe what I'll do is put one on either, put some putty on either side of the clasps. If you can see that. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So the next, so we got the flowers, but actually I thought that it might be nice to use some of these. I have this little fall foliage that, I don't know, also came years ago from one of the craft stores, and I just think it's really cool. And I thought it would look really nice on our altar. So, losing some of the leaves, they can be used in a diorama later when the dolls are raking up their fall leaves. I don't know, I just thought this might look really cool, but, you know, it may not work as well as I'm hoping it will. Sometimes these things you just have to sort of try them, because this wire is pretty strong and it's been in that shape for a really long time, so it may not want to cooperate to get into a new shape. Okay, let's see if I twist it. Okay, maybe that'll be nice. Okay, I'm going to twist the same amount on the other side. About the same amount. Do you guys like fall? It's a kind of a fun time of the year. I've been a little bit too busy this October, but you know, the weather's been wonderful here in Maine where I live, and it is fun with the leaves changing color, and you know, people really enjoy that. And those that don't like the heat are happy that it cools down in the fall. I like the heat. I'm one of those people that I don't mind the heat at all. But the fall is very pretty in New England. You can't deny that. Okay, so that looks nice. If it decides to stay, it would be really nice. I'm going to just pinch that wire, see if I can't get it to sort of rest on top over there. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Whoops, uh-oh. Yeah, maybe we're going to wait on that. I may add it later, but right now I'm a little worried about that, bringing this whole thing down. So, you know, these sort of temporary dioramas are really tough because you really want to set up a nice display, but you don't want to secure it permanently, so they're always a little bit tricky, I find. This one wasn't really secured, so I'm going to put a little poster putty on this too. You know, maybe it'll help it stay up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll put this little candle back and hopefully it stays. Poster putties are a really good thing to use for little things like this. I have heard that there's some museum wax, so I am going to try to get some of that too, because that doesn't show that much. I think it holds really well temporarily without actually showing. Oh, that lost that little candle. Come on, little guy. Okay. Wow. You know, the other thing I want to get is little, like long tweezers for projects like this. All these, when you have these tiny little things, I think it really helps. I'm putting a little putty in the candle holder and then also on the bottom. So hopefully we won't have any more trouble with this candlestick. Okay. All right. Stay. All right. So these leaves, I think I'm just going to put on the altar just to add some nice color, because it has that marigold color. So I think it'll look really nice there. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we have to add to our altar. So we did the flowers, the candles. The next one is water. A glass of water is often placed on the altar as refreshment for the weary traveling spirit after their journey. So I have assembled a bunch of little things here. Let's see where my glass of water is. Here it is. I have a nice little refreshing glass of water for the spirits that are traveling long distances to get here. And the other one is food and beverage. So it's it's supposed to help tempt the loved one's spirit back to earth by offering their favorite foods or their favorite drinks. So I thought it would be cool to add a couple of sort of liquor bottles with the idea that, you know, maybe this gentleman here really enjoyed some spirits like that. And then we have another bottle to go over here. Maybe that lady really enjoyed this kind of cognac. I think that's cognac. And then, let's see, we have, actually, she looks more like a wine drinker. Maybe what we'll do is switch these. We'll give this to him. And we will give her a bottle of wine. Oh, that does not want to cooperate at all. I used a little bit of that, what kind of glue is that called? I'm going to use something else. I find glue dots are really, really strong. I used a different kind of little temporary glue, and maybe it's just too temporary. So I'm going to just pop a couple of glue dots on there, and hopefully that will solve our little problem there with this guy. Here we go. Okay. I don't know how many of you do these kind of dioramas, but they are so much fun, but they are also frustrating. You have to have the patience of a saint sometimes because, you know, a lot of things can go wrong. They're just little things, and especially if it's temporary and you're not actually gluing it on, it can be really tricky business. There we go. That's really cute, though. See, I think this one is wiggling around a little too much, so I'm going to put a little poster putty on that one as well. Okay. Well, even if this thing does fall down on me, at least not everything will fall along with it. There we go. All right. So then we're still working on the favorite foods of our loved ones that have passed on. So here are some really cute little vegetables that I have put into a very Mexican-looking vessel here. I believe it was made in Mexico. I can't really see, but it definitely looks very Mexican. I'm going to put that right here in the center because I think it'll look really cool there. And then what other foods would be fun? Here's some sort of gourds. I guess this is looks like an acorn squash and a yellow squash. So we're going to say that they really liked squash. And then I have a little Mexican, these are little Mexican baskets. And this one has apples in it. I think I might have lost one of my apples. It has apples in it. So we're going to put that over here on this side. Oops. Oops. Yeah, maybe we'll just put the apples over here. It looks really cute there. And then I have these, a little basket of grapes. I'm not sure where this came from. It's the cutest little thing, though. It's adorable. So I'm going to put a little poster putty on that. See if we can't get it to stay on the shelf. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see, food, beverages. Oh, yes, and then there's something called the pan de muerto, and that is the bread of the dead. It's a sweet baked bread. So I don't have exactly that kind of bread. It usually has sort of a cross on it, but this one is cross-hatched. So I thought this one would fit nicely, and for our purposes, I think it'll, do what it'll represent itself well. So I think I'm going to put that bread over here. That'll look really cute there. And then we've got some pumpkins, which is just nice for the season anyway. This is from the Five Below, the tiny, what's it called? Teeny Tinies. This is from the farmer's market one. It's a really good looking pumpkin, so I really wanted to use that. Well, that shows way too much, that poster putty. But I think that's really cute over there. And I do have a couple of pumpkins, so we can, this one is a ceramic one. It's actually a jack-o'-lantern, but I'm going to turn it around, and that can sit on the altar here. And then I have a small version here that's really cute. We'll put that there. And then here's this one is also from Teeny Tiny's Farmer's Market. And let's just put that one. Let's see, maybe over here would be nice. And then also with the food, here's a little fruit tart. That's really cute. So we can put the fruit tart maybe over here. And let's see, what else do we have food-wise? I didn't gather too much. I do have this little thing. This is kind of cute. I don't really know what it is, but it's just like a little decor, like room decor. But I thought it would look nice on the altar. So I'm going to spread these leaves out a little bit and just add it here for a little color. That I think will be really sweet. And then sometimes they also put like personal belongings of people. So I found one more sort of liquor bottle, so I'm going to put that one here. So I have this really cool looking little purse that I thought would be kind of a cute addition. So I'm going to put that one down here to go with this lady. I'm going to pretend that that used to be her purse when she was alive. And then, as sad as it is, I do have this little teddy bear for the little child. So we're going to put that here. That was her little teddy bear. And, I found this little churros that is fun. I don't want that silly putty or the poster putty to show. I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to put some churros over here. And then I also have some really nice little sort of like face kind of things. Like this is really cute. And hopefully it will survive this and not fall down. Here we go. Okay, I believe that actually is a Mexican little, I guess it's like a vase of some sort or a pitcher. This is actually Hungarian. But it's really cute, and the motif is similar enough to Mexican that I think we can get away with it. I think it's really cute. I think it'll look nice over there. And then we have some flowers, some more flowers, which we can place on the altar, like here. And then this is from, I think it's from the mini, the pocketbooks, the mini fashions. I think it's from the mini closet. So I thought that would be really cute and colorful. And what else do we have here? We have, that's filling up pretty nicely. Oh, yes. So I forgot a couple things. One is the sugar skulls. So this is what a sugar skull looks like. Come back. Sugar skull looks like. This is certainly an example of one. And it's one of the favorite activities during this time of the year in Mexico is the kids decorate sugar skulls. And, it doesn't have to be kids, but apparently the kids really enjoy doing that. And I can certainly see why. I think it's sort of like how we carve pumpkins here. I think the kids really enjoy that activity. I think maybe I will put that here. I'll move those churros because I'd love for this to actually show on the photo. Because don't forget, I'm putting the dolls in front of this, so some of this will be covered up for sure. But I think enough will show that it's still going to be fun. So I'm going to put the churros over here. This guy had a sweet tooth. He's got that little fruit tart and also the churros. And this is just a little tile that I have left over from one of my dioramas, and I just think it's really cute. I thought it would be colorful to add it here. Like maybe the baby had a quilt that was, made with these fabrics. Whoops, oh dear. Okay, there we go. And I thought it would add a little bit of color to the whole thing. And sorry about that. I think I knocked the camera. This is Hungarian also, but it's really sweet. It's like a little heart, and it's hand embroidered. So I think I can get away with that too if I just place it sort of here as a little lovely little decoration. And then we have, these are the Make It Mini candles that, I don't know, I just kept getting candles. I think I had like 3 sets of these that I got, hoping to get something else. But, you can't have too many candles when it comes to this sort of display. So I'm going to, that looks like it's really a, here, I'm going to snip the top of that a little. Whoopsie. Here we go. It's a little bit too tall, the wick. And then let's see, what do we have? We have some more flowers. These are sunflowers, but again, it's got that nice color that the marigolds have. Oh, fell. Did we lose the fruit tart? I think we lost the fruit tart. Let's see. Oh, I think it fell back there. That's okay. So we've got that. And then instead of the fruit tart, we're going to add, there's this little bread here. This is really cute. This is like this looks, a little more like the sweet bread kind of thing that they do. I'm going to add that over here. Oops, don't fall. Okay, that's really sweet. And then we can I have another little adorable candle. And I have no idea where that's from, but it's so cute. I'll tuck that over there. And then we have some cookies. That would be fun. This keeps falling over. I think it just doesn't have enough weight. So here we have some cookies. And That's about it. I think that, it's really filled up nicely. I did bring along a couple of these little cactuses, or are they called cacti? I don't know. So I'm putting this one here. Maybe this lady really liked cactuses and grew them. Yeah, is it cacti or cactuses? Boy, that's something to look up. And then I've got this little horse sort of statue that's very cute. We can just put that down there. I don't think it's going to show on the photo, but it'll be fun anyway. And then this is a cool jug, also handmade, probably in Mexico. Just glazed over here. Very, very cute. I'll put that here on the bottom. And here's another little, this is a succulent. You probably have seen this one. It's the one with the little cat face. I don't know if I want the cat necessarily. I might just turn it around and put it over here. I think we're pretty good. That looks really nice and filled out. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's see if we forgot anything. Salt. Okay, salt is an important thing because it symbolizes purification. So they do usually a pile of salt on the altar to protect it from negative energy. So I have a little container of salt over here that I can tuck over here. This is really filling up nicely. And then seeds, grains, and colored sawdust. So I don't really have seeds. That's the one thing I didn't have. I don't know that, every one of these must be, must appear, but it's kind of a cool idea. So I was trying to think of what to use for like colored sawdust, but I think I'm just going to make a big mess. So I think I'm going to skip that one. And I think that's it. I think we went through our list. Let me turn the page just to make sure. Yes. So this is a typical, oh, I know, I had one more thing that I thought was cool. So this was not on their list. And well, we can pretend that this has seeds. I'm going to put it over there. It's very cute anyway. I noticed that one of the dolls, this one in particular, has butterflies, lots of butterflies on her. And I don't know what the significance of that is, but I think monarch butterflies, just symbolize, I don't know if it's rebirth. I should have looked that up, but I do have some butterflies from my scrapbooking stash that I thought would look really cool on this altar, especially in lieu of this thing not working out the way I wanted it to. I think I might still figure that out somehow, but I think I have to spend some time twisting those, those wires to make it work out. And let's grab some of these smaller butterflies because these are so cool. And these are supposed to be self-adhesive, so I think that it'll stick on there really well. That's really cute. And then here's another one. And those are the two smallest ones because they're just super cute. But we could use one that's maybe a little bit bigger. Let's see, over here maybe. I think the other ones probably are a little bit too big, but that adds really nice color and whatever, I'm guessing that butterflies, because of their birth cycle or, their cycle in general, I think that they represent some sort of rebirth. If I have a chance to look that up, I'll hop back on. But now I've placed my two dolls in front of it. And at the end of my videos, I always do try to place the images that I used on Instagram. So I'm going to try to do that now. But what do you think? Do you think that this came out nice? I love it. I think it's really been really super fun. So I'm going to try to add some falling leaves, and then I'll take my Instagram photos. And I wanted to thank you for coming along on this journey, and happy Day of the Dead. So don't forget, it's on November 30th, but the celebrations often start today on October 30th. Did I say November 2nd? I hope I said the right thing. So officially, the Day of the Dead is on November 2nd, but celebrations often start on October 30th. Okay, I'll be hopping back on in a little bit. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed the content, and give it a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to share it with your friends. The more the merrier, and I love doll lovers. All right, see you later.